All right. Hey, Giovanni, we are going to walk you through your website so you can pause and listen to this at your own pace and go back to it when you need to. I'm sure Danielle went over this in great detail, but it's always good to have a video to revert back to. So first off, yourwebsite.com/wp-admin takes you to this beautiful page, Webmaster. And I won't give you your password on the video. I'm sure you've had it written down. I apologize, my internet's a little slow tonight and I'm losing my voice a little bit, so don't judge me. Okay, main admin. You've got everything you'll ever need over on the left. Excuse me. Post, this will be your day-to-day method of getting information onto your site. Looks like you may have played around with it a little bit, so first things first, let's go ahead and open another window so we can quickly check back and see what we're doing here. Okay, so if we want to make a new post, which will start to filter to all of these pages, or the sections rather, we'll go and add a new post. So here's where you would title your post. That will correspond to all the titles. You can see I've done a new post, a test, so that will be the main title of your post and it'll go everywhere. So we'll call this new post video. Again, down here it's like a Word document. Type anything you want. We can add media. You can either get it from things that are already on your site, or we can go off the site and upload files from your desktop. Super simple, and those can be placed anywhere you'd like. And when you add media, you can either set how the size of the image here, and even the alignment. So if we want to set it to the right and we want to set it medium, we insert the post and it'll throw it over here. You can also drag and drop it wherever you'd like once you get more text in here. You can change the size of the font, the color, anything you'd like. It's very, very simple. Alignment, add quotations. You can add bullet points, numbers, very, very simple here. And then as always, you can preview it or you can publish it. So the preview will open up another box so you can see what you're doing. Make sure you like it prior to saving. So let's say we did not like that, we wouldn't save. If we like it, we're ready to publish, we would publish it. But before we do that, we want to do a couple other things. We always want to set a category, and you'll see on the home page that it'll start to go to different sections as we start to tag things in different categories. So what I would suggest is that you start to build your most popular categories over here to the right that you think people will be interested in. Maybe it's, you know, local music scene, local food, local restaurants, local news. Everybody likes local, so I would play up the local categories. And then every time you make a post, you tell it which category to filter to. So, and for instance, things can be multiple categories. So something could be in local and sports or local and food. So anytime you do a post, remember to put the category. Also tags, these over time are helpful for SEO. They're also helpful for in the future when we have a lot of these tags, people can go to your site and they can use them almost like categories where they click on a tag that's local sports or local food. So I would start building up just random tags, local food, local sports, maybe, you know, new restaurants, you know, whatever you want it to be. Featured image. The featured image is going to be this main image of your post. So once you get into the post, you'll see the other things that we posted. So you'll see the text, you'll see the images, but as far as what the main page shows, you'll actually see the main image here. So you always want to have a nice, good focal image on all of the posts you do. So you grab anything, and again, you can grab something from your media library, or we can upload it from a desktop. So very, very simple. You can take it from anywhere you'd like. So for this example, we'll just take it from your media library. Let's choose that one. And it's as simple as that. So we will go ahead and publish it. Then we'll go over here and hit refresh. And we can see it's right here. So very, very simple. The other nice thing is you can actually publish things ahead of time. So let's say you have a lot of time Sunday evenings or Saturday evenings, and you want to do several posts. You could do 5 posts Saturday evening, and you go over here and this wouldn't be published yet, but you would set it to publish on future dates. So you could set one to publish December 10th. December 12th, December 14th. So then you don't have to worry about it during the week. You'll know those will post every couple days, which is super nice. Then you can go run your business and you don't have to worry about doing that every couple days. And you can see how we've set up all these really fun interactive sections on the home page. Obviously most news sites have things like that. People can go in and they can give star ratings on the different categories, and then obviously we'll go over the ad space, because that'll be an integral part of your business. So we've gone over posts. You can see all the posts here. So if you need to make edits to an old post, click on an old post. You could edit it, click update, and it'll automatically be updated on that home page. So very, very simple to edit things. Next we'll talk about pages. So the difference between posts and pages are static. They don't change unless we edit them. Posts filter through and get older with time, and the new posts that you post always go to the top. So you always give people a reason to come back to your site because you have new posts. Just like any news site that you'll go to, the pages stay the same other than when we edit them slightly. So for instance, let's go to the About page. We just got some example text, example image. So you would actually just go Edit Page. Very, very simple. Again, just like a Word document. You can make some bullet points down here. Add or take away an image. You can slide it around. You can change the size if you click on Edit. So very, very simple. And obviously that's huge, so let's just move it back down. But you can see it's very user friendly, and then always save it or preview image, and then if you like it, save it. So we'll just save it. And then you'd go back to view page to see what you've done. And there you can see the changes we made there. So that's pretty simple. That's how the pages work. So you would just basically click. Once you're logged in, you'll always see this black box here. So you go to the page that you want to, so for instance, if we wanted to add some services, we would go Edit Page. We'd find the bullet point, and we would say New Service. Click Update, and it's done. So very, very, very simple. You could even add images to the right of all the different services to make them pop, whatever you want. Contact us. same thing. It's very, very simple, and this already is set to go to you. But if you wanted to add more text, you would just go to Edit Page and add the additional text. Let's go back into your admin. If my internet cooperates. Okay, so we've covered posts. If you go into media, you'll see your entire media library. If you ever want to just add a ton of things, let's say you just uploaded a bunch of images from your phone or from your camera, you can add new, select many files and upload them all at once, and then they'll always stay in your media library for you to use. Pages, we've already talked about pages. Comments, so this is where comments will be held for moderation, and we can just default set it to go to where you'll have to approve it. So you can, if someone wrote something that was inappropriate, you can unapprove, and so that kind of gives you a bit more say in what gets published on your site, which always is a good idea. You probably won't need to worry about anything else on here. So this one you will worry about. So appearance, Nexus homepage builder. If you click on this, you'll see a lot of the things that are set to the home page, and this is a little bit more complex, but it'll at least give you an idea. So if you see the first widget here, I guess, is recent posts. If you go to the site, you'll see that the first section is recent posts. So it's set to have 3 showing here, and you can see that it's set to have 3. So if we wanted to change that to 5, then there would be 5 new posts, and so that would change the look and the feel of that home page, so those would go longer. So if you wanted to have more of those new post sections, then you can change that number. Popular posts, the same thing. So if you come down here, here's the popular post section, and it looks like it's default to 4. Maybe it's default to 5, so you can change the look of that. So let's say you wanted to increase these and decrease these. It is nice that, you know, we've talked about it in the past where news sites, you want to make sure you fill up the page to give people a reason to browse it. So I like having many things, but you can see where you can control those. Recent posts 3, and you can actually set which categories are filtered to that home page. You probably want to have them all, but maybe you wanted to have a different, more unique category that you didn't feel like you wanted on the home page. Maybe it's something political or different categories that you don't want on the home page, you want just on separate pages. You could do that. And then recent reviews, again, you can set the number. It's only got 1 so far because I just did a mock review, but you can, again, it's set to 3, so it'll stop automatically showing after 3. If you wanted to show the last 10, you could change that to 10. So very, very simple. Hit save and you're done. Let me see what else we want to go over. The ads. So you'll obviously want to start getting advertisers on here as soon as possible, and you will do that. You go to Appearance, Widgets, and here's your sidebar. So the sidebar is what's shown over here to the very far right, and it's also the same way on the pages. So we've just defaulted it to these Your Ad Here images, but I'll show you how to change that. So if you go to the advertisement, that first advertisement, you open it up, and here's the image. So it calls for an image URL. So if you go to your media library, let's go open up another browser, every time you load an image on your site, it'll actually give it a URL. So if you click on it, here's that URL. So you would simply copy and paste that URL here, and then I won't do that because that image that I took is the wrong size. But so let's say if we copied this URL, we pasted it here, then it will actually change the ad here. So very, very simple. If you get somebody that wants to advertise, you have them send you an image, any image about this size, upload it to your media library, copy the URL, paste it in here, and again we're in Appearance Widgets, paste it in here, click Save, and it will update there. So obviously you want to get those filled up as soon as possible, so it'll make your site look a little better. So we'll just save that. We didn't change anything. One more thing we want to go over is how to add pages to your site. So you can see we've got about, services, advertising opportunities, and contact us. So let's say you wanted to make another page here. So you would actually go to Pages, and you would go add a new page. So we'll call it New Test Page, if I can spell. Again, we can use it just like a Word document, add images, anything we want. So we'll publish this just to show you how it works here. And then we have to take this new page and we've got to get it onto this main bar here. Because just because we created a page doesn't mean it's going to automatically go to our home page. So we go to Appearance, Menus. And so you can see how this creates this. So when we update that, it'll also update the other. So you can see how it automatically shows us that new test page we just created. We would select it, click Add to Menu, and then it's there. So we can actually change the order of these. We can stagger it to the right. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how it looks. We'll just put it under Contact Us, click Save Menu. And anytime you go to the other page, you want to make sure you hit refresh. So now you can see under Contact Us is that new page we created. So very, very simple. If we wanted to make it its own page on the menu, click Save. And again, we'll refresh and you can see the new test page. So very, very simple. If you wanted to make a new page, that's as easy as that. If you wanted to edit that new page, you click on it, click Edit, and edit it just like we've seen. So, and if you want to delete a page from here, click this little arrow here, click Remove, and Save. Very, very simple.
So Mike, the other two things that we talked about when I met with him was updating the URLs for like the Facebook.
Okay, perfect.
And then also there was just to point out that middle sidebar that's on the home page.
Middle sidebar.
That one right there.
This one right here.
Yep, it's under Appearance and Widgets, but just he manages it the same way, but just show him where that is.
Okay. Okay, so here's your home page sidebar, as Danielle was mentioning. So sidebar would be extreme sidebar, very to the right, and then obviously you've got other widgets here that you'll want to manage with 2 additional ad spaces, and that is on this home page sidebar, and it says middle column there so you don't get confused. So also, and I didn't go over this before, it's very, very easy to add. So let's say you had a ton of advertisers. You probably don't want to overwhelm people with advertisements, but Let's say you wanted a third advertisement here, so you've got 1, 2. You would actually just go over here and select anything you wanted. You could find the advertising tab, and then basically you just move it over and just drag and drop it. So it's very, very simple. And then you can delete it just as easy. So that's how you manage those. If you wanted to move one lower or higher, very, very simple. So it's just as easy as that. And these actually automatically save. So you can either click or you can just let it do its thing and it'll automatically save. The social medias, let's go into that. So you go into your sidebar, Nexus theme options. And here's where your logo is set. So if you ever wanted to change your logo, you could upload an image and either take it from your media library or from your computer that way. So it's very, very simple. And this is where your Facebook, Google Plus URLs are. So you would just delete those and add a new one, and it's that simple. There's a lot of other things in here. You never want to touch this. This is important. This is a lot of customizations that we've done to the site. So please do not mess with that, or that'll mess a lot of different things up. That's for the programmers. And then you've got your Twitter as well. So anytime you change these, you just go all the way to the bottom, click Save, and it would update where you're sent when you click on these icons there. Also, you can see we did install a translate widget, so anybody on your site from just about any country or language can click on that, and the site will automatically be changed. I think that is a good summary. Anything else, Danielle, that you can think of?
Nope, that covered what he and I went over the other day.
Okay, perfect.